Hello, Professor. I am recording this video for the HCI presentation. So I will be doing the scientific calculator. So some of my background is I'm a fourth year at Wayne State University, and I want to go into software engineering. My skills include back-end experience with MySQL and Firebase, and some of the front-end experience I have is with Android Studio and Unity. And I'm also pretty comfortable with using C++, Java, and Python. So to make the calculator, I'm going to be using Android Studio, and for the functionality aspect of the calculator, I will be using Java. And Android Studio has a toolkit called Jetpack Compose, which I will be using for the whole user interface. So the concepts that I want the calculator to have are not limited to, but the basic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and then some more of the complex operations that make it a scientific calculator, like scientific notation, logarithmic mythic functions, trigonometry, and exponential functions. So the goal for my calculator is I want it to obviously be able to function or have the functionality of the scientific calculator concepts, and I want it to be pretty basic so that it can appeal to all users. For example, I want the buttons to be pretty big, and I would like to have the basic buttons on one screen and then have the more complex operations on another, where you can choose between the two screens for whatever operation you're trying to do, so that it's a more clean look and easy to look at and not feel overwhelmed by all of the buttons. So some of the HCI techniques included in this project will be obviously the interactive buttons that users can press. It'll be easy to use because it'll just be a simple mobile app with big buttons with a very clear theme to it, and um, it'll have good accessibility where you'll be able to either press the buttons or type them in with the keyboard, because I'll be using an Android emulator to simulate the phone. So for the timeline, I think the first 2 weeks I'll spend making the actual math functionality to make sure that all of the math logic works when doing any type of calculation. And once I know that all of the math works correctly and all of the correct calculations can be done, I think week 3 and 4 I will be able to focus on connecting the math logic to the actual user interface to make it into an actual calculator app. And then week 5, I will begin final debugging and testing with users such as myself and other people. I'll let other people try out the calculator, and I will use their feedback to fix any bugs that I find, and that will be it. Thank you.